Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Now, we're gonna go and hear this witness's testimony. This person that I'm pretty sure did the killing. A frightening and sorrowful sight. That was actually English. What I just said is definitely not English. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. I'm pretty sure she actually knows Japanese. Professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor and they got into a fierce argument. Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. Ooh, I can't wait to see her snap. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Alright, well there's nothing pretty obvious there, so it sounds like we're gonna have to press her.
Yes!
No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
Argument was highlighted red. Huh. Quite, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard, and look at the Snow White Angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe. Ugh. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless. However, well, even so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could have concealed a firearm. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. Moot? What does moot mean? There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. Oh, this is ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Oh, we're gonna have more stuff put on us if we do. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Time to cross-examine her. Oh, she just grinned at us. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Cross-examination time. Fright-free, full and sorrowful night. See, I'd arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day.
Yes!
Well, tell me more. After 2 p.m., in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Objection!
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue, isn't that right? No. Ugh. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense. Wonderful logic. What a shining example of the English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. Was it only a beef steak? He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the hotel clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She had heard that the professor was to have some dental treatments. So that would mean... it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left? Dear me, what a harrowing experience. To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right. Other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes. The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryunosuke, about the witness's last statement? I mean, it must be meaningful if you're bringing this up. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Well, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well, sidestepped counsel. Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right? I could really use that phrase. I'd hope there were more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. I ordered a beefsteak for myself, and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Let's review the photos really quick. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally present. I mean, that doesn't really look like carbonated water, does it? I mean, wait. They said they both cheered, but there's only one glass. Maybe this photo will help. Oops, I want to present it. Let's see what happens. I feel like there's a lie. That's it! What was that blank stare? Can we just confirm something, please? It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, that is... It's odd. Very odd. Dear me, what's odd is the defense's inability to express itself. Ugh. Ryunosuke, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The cheers. Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only one glass pictured here.
Objection!
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over me? I didn't read that in time. What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Minutiae, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed the glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not! I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try and tell me you can clink with only one? You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Oh, what's she saying? Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I've been here at all, she's saying. Good gracious. Sorry? Is that what you're gonna say? Sorry. There. As I assured the court before, this is no consequence at all. Oh, please. We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? That's absurd. Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable young and beautiful woman of mischief? What? No. This can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know. Exactly how did the lady take the glass from the scene? It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. A handbag, you say? I mean, that's the obvious place where her gun would be. Yes, Your Excellency, a small handbag pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. Huh. The student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel, for the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know, really? If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away from in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance to it, it's the handbag. Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes. Do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too. What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard? It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can't seriously be suggesting... Inspector Hosonaga? Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle's Brett's bag on the day of the murder? No, sir. I did not. As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in the Miss Brett's handbag. No! Gosh, I forgot to grab water before this. I gotta make sure I do that before I start the next recording. Order! 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 What is the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Auchi? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling competence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Kazuma? Oh gosh. Is this guy gonna live past this trial? Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary. Unnecessary? In what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. Oh, we got a photo of her handbag now. What's on his wrist? Is that a bowl? This print is of a photographic... Oh, sorry. This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never. You can see right through what's inside it. That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. Ugh. As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilty here. Wow, unless it was like some sort of two-sided bag where one side is see-through and the other isn't. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruto-san. Oh, the poor guy. Just see him down. Order! 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 Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency. The photograph of the handbag has been entered into the courtroom. Alright, shows... Okay. I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel. No? I don't think I have. The courtroom has been shown considerable evidence. As a photographic print just submitted into the court records appears to have no further significance. I'm satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Let me look at that photograph. What's this on his wrist, though? It looks like a bull. Just trying to see if there's anything I would notice. Alright, let's go back. Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion, that the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime. No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around, I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Kazuma? I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force this trial to continue. What? You mean this is it? Tish, I must say, you put quite a fight for a rookie student. but the weak are meat, while the strong eat. You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from inside your cell. This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? And Kazuma. His dreams of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Kazuma. What? Is there really no chance of turning this trial around? You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. I mean, where was that chair? There's like a weird difference in the chairs. There's something wrong. Which means the base blah blah blah. Very well, I now proceed immediately to the ruling. It seems we'll be able to report to the British government on time after all. Smug little. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, having considered all of the evidence placed before me,
yes!
I hereby find He said yes! Wait, Your Excellency! Ryunosuke, I don't think you can rule this on this case yet.
Objection!
This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Yes!
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, I mean, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
Objection!
This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence. You better know what you're doing, Ryunosuke. I understand your objections, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag. My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it. Very well. I'll grant the defense one final opportunity. What? But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with an immediate effect. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like it's a save. Just in case it makes me have to redo something if I fail. Okay, let's continue. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Your Excellency. So, take another look at the photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail in which you have alluded. Oh, well, I'm back here again. Let me just... I don't know this. This is my second guess.
Yes!
Okay, look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks like a burn of some description. Oh, it's a burn? I thought it would be like a birthmark.
Objection!
Dear me, I was pondering what a new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist. Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. What did I tell you? In any case, We have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either. It looks like a bowl, so that's why I thought it was like a birthmark or something. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. It is a specific shape. However, as Prosecutor Arichi points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to spend on the precise detail of this burn. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with Dean and another university staff. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. That's not how it works. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyways. What's your thinking on this, Ryunosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case? To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging in hopes that I might uncover something useful. Yes, you're right. I am? If we can just link that burn to the case, if we can do that, we might be able to prise the shutting door back open. I mean, the only thing I could think where he could have gotten a burn from is the hot plate here. But I don't see how, well, the shape of it would be kind of weird, but that's the only, oh wait, no, exactly there. Oh, we got it now. He had his hand on the hot plate. Let's give up, counsel. Can't possibly hope to do that. Indeed, I am afraid that without evidence, I cannot allow you to pursue what is a little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then would you allow it? I would, yes. To tell the truth, I haven't noticed the burn, but as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Really? I have to find something to link the burn and the case. I already know what it is. Come on, let me choose already. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what the burn really means. So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the courts. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial. Alright, we already know what it is. But I'm gonna have to end this part here. So, if you guys are enjoying it, please let me know. I need to get water before I start the next recording. So, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, or subscribe. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye.